Nothing will I fear as long as you are near. Please be near me to the end. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. You're the light unto my Welcome to this week's Hymn of the Week. This week we have Glory to God 458, Thy Word is a Lamp unto my feet. And I wanted to, as I mentioned last week, play these more contemporary songs on the organ as an encouragement that they work on the piano or in a band setting, or as even equally well, in my opinion, on the organ. So that was part of the purpose of intentionally moving to the organ for that. Thy Word has a really interesting story that Michael W. Smith and Amy Grant were at a retreat in the Rocky Mountains, Caribou Ranch, actually recording studio. Sorry, they were at a recording studio. And Smith introduced to Amy, or Michael introduced to Amy, this newly composed chorus, Thy Word is a lamp to my feet. Amy liked the chorus, and basically Michael asked her to write verses for it. And so basically she was going to write lyrics and music for the verses. And so she left, and what happened was she began walking back to her cabin. Now this is in the Rocky Mountains, and it's on a ranch. So we're talking thousands of acres. And she lost her way, which if you look at the text, when I feel afraid, I think I've lost my way. And then she finally saw a light in the distance, and that was her cabin. And she didn't know at first it was her cabin, but it ended up being her cabin. And then she sat down pretty much, I think, right when she got there, and then wrote these verses. Now, we only have one verse in this hymnal, but it's When I Feel Afraid and Think I've Lost My Way. Great resource here by Philip J. Enge, or Enge, I don't know how to say his name, E-N-G-E, who created some scriptural allusions for this. So when I feel afraid, and I think I've lost my way, still you're there right beside me. Nothing will I fear as long as you are near. Please be near me to the end. So here are his scriptural allusions for that. He has, the Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? The Lord is with me. He is my helper. Psalm 118, verses 6 and 7. How about Deuteronomy 31:6? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Psalm 23:4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And Matthew 28:20, pretty well-known passage as well. And teaching them to obey everything that I have commanded you. And remember, I am with you always to the end of the age. And of course, we also have Isaiah 41:10, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And of course, thy word is a lamp unto my feet is Psalm 119, verse 105. So another interesting kind of trait we have in this song is we have major and minor. So it affords the organist the opportunity to use the families of the organ. So for the verse, I tend to go with the strings or the viola. And for the verses, I generally flutes. So that because that's in major and the other one's in minor. So thank you very much for listening to Hymn of the Week.